Okay. 999. Okay, so I'm in the middle of a save. I'll try to catch you up when I start playing. Why does it not let me? Are you sure you want to? Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is a visual novel. There's, oh God, I've immediately forgotten where we are. Nope. Hang on. Hang on. I've already forgotten all the buttons. So we're like trapped on this boat. Oh. We're trapped on this boat. And as far as I can tell, there are 9 people. We have 9 hours to solve this weird thing. And, how do I use an item? I've forgotten. I'm gonna give this a shot. Oh no, okay. There is a help menu, all right. I'm sure I'll get the controls back, it's all good. Okay. Got it. Puzzle master. Yeah, and it's this impossible, I mean, the closest analog is probably something like Saw. We woke up in this boat, or approximation of a boat, as far as I can tell. And there's a bunch of like stipulations that will happen, or there's a bunch of things that will happen, and if we don't play along with this game, then we'll die, in one way or another. There, picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? There's a hole in the wall, like a hidden safe or something. I want to know mechanically how this thing works. There's a lot of non-intuitive control since the DS to PC port, yeah. I bet this so this was originally released on the DS, original DS. And so one of the things about the DS is that it was like a flip screen thing where one half of it was also like a oh, it's like the Mars symbol. I'm sorry, yeah, Mars, right? Yeah. This is one of those Mars symbols. The door at the end of the hallway. It has to be the same symbol engraved on the keyhole. Then that's gotta mean ... Yes, we can use this key to get through that door. Novel screen. Oops, no, okay, all right. Junpei messed around with the...
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
What's the deal with this picture anyway? I think you mean boy symbol. Yeah, it's the boy symbol. Santa had only been mumbling to himself. Okay, yeah, so all of them have, we don't know that much about each other. We recently met. And so we have code names for everybody except for me, because everyone knows my name, because I'm here with a girl that I knew when we were younger, and she said my name, but nobody else said their names. The closest identifier that we have to everybody is a number on a wristwatch-like device. For some reason, we're calling this guy Santa. I think it's because 3 sounds like san or something. Santa. Just like the picture and paused.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named
Do they
Sheldon.
celebrate Christmas in
He has
Japan?
a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Morphogenetic
Man,
fields.
I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Wow. Wait a minute, I turned the volume down. I can turn it back up. Santa has his hands and as though he were in great pain. How do I... Oh, I guess I can't do it right now. I'll do it later. Remind me to turn the volume up. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in its direction and continued. Yeah, I feel like I see them celebrate Christmas in anime, but I don't actually know how prevalent it is in the culture. For real. That makes sense, though.
In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
That's pretty straightforward. Lotus did not look pleased. Fucking
All right,
idiot.
How about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly.
Yes, telepathy.
But it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Santa bursts into laughter.
Are you serious? Telepathy?
Telepathy.
Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s?
Oh, hang on. I didn't want to save. No.
I
Oh,
can't
that was
believe
almost.
someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree.
Oh. Junpei had expected at least some
I read the
conflict.
book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory.
It feels quiet.
There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so,
I'm sure?
Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
Lotus indicated the picture they had all been looking at. Oh. After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, then spoke.
Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
Santa answered first.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that?
It's art,
It's
bro.
just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
Wait, the thing I want to say isn't here. It looks like a man's face. Can I preview? Wait a minute. Does What's a funyaripana? Hang on, I want to Google that before I don't say that. What is it? Hang on. Funyarinpa. Funyarinpa. Oh! Oh no, okay, well. Alright, shit. Really fucked that one. I don't think it looks like, the closest thing is like a dog. I'll just say a dog. I feel like it looks like an elephant or something. But I'll say a dog.
Maybe a dog. No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws.
Yeah, there you go. Got it. Perfect, exactly there.
See?
Oh, there's one for each of those, isn't there?
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
I want to see the man in the boat. How the fuck does that look like? Santa, despite his constant aloofness, was clearly impressed. Junpei glanced over at Lotus. She looked stunned.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
For a brief moment, Junpei felt a swell of pride. I'm Junpei.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps
Oh,
us.
is this some like Silent Hill shattered memory shit? Oh god, it just looks like a dog more and more now that I look at it. Shit.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures.
The Great Bake Off.
Both of them
What's
were
that show
difficult
called?
to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe.
Ireland is
etc.
outside the reach of British
Then,
Airways?
in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people.
Gordon's big... Yeah, they conducted an experiment.
They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test.
Naturally.
They were, however, given the same test and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%.
Oh, shit.
A very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Lowe's looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed, and there was something manic about her manner. Santa looked at Santa took an involuntary step backwards. Junpei didn't budge and stared straight back into Lotus's eyes.
Wait, does this have something to do with that field or whatever it was that you were talking about
earlier? It's the field, bro.
A field not visible to the eye. So if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
Yeah, what happens if I didn't say dog? What happens if I said man in a boat?
Huh.
Would she be like, fucking idiot, it's a dog, stupid?
Psych!
Oh. She waved her hand dismissively, doing her best to laugh off the conversation.
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously.
I thought this was about a murder school. I thought it was, dude.
Well,
like, how similar is the other game?
True.
That's all I'm saying.
They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Wow. Let's assume that Santa had gained control of his composure.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not.
Not similar at all. Oh, okay. Well,
Like I told
shit.
you
Never
before.
fuck me then.
I'm sure
Sorry.
it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
I don't think I've seen gameplay of Danganronpa at all. I've seen the cover a bunch, and I couldn't tell you what the gameplay's like. Give one another jovial claps on the shoulder. Claps on the shoulder? Junpei, however, didn't feel so much like laughing. I got fucking duped. Something felt wrong. Unclear.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture, but Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog. Maybe it was a man in a boat.
A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. All right, let's save. Do I need to worry about this game crashing or anything? Let's see. Oh, that's right. I needed to, How do you think I turn up the audio? I might have to do that. Do you think that's in here? File? Menu? No. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. All right. Let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Audio seems solid. Okay. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Now we can get going. Come on. What are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy. Let's go. This is the other girls. We knew each other from childhood. She said my name. Hella doxed me in front of everybody. Drinks of text? Nah, yeah, that makes sense. And they step through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway.
Another hallway.
Another hallway. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. Oh, a short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
Okay.
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Damn it. They took hold and shook it, but it refused to move.
Look over here.
Look over here. Nearby was a pair of elevators.
Elevators. And the buttons, of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Sure
Well
does.
then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. Oh, cool. Look at these square plates or whatever those are. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
Oh. Santa did not look pleased.
What
Santa.
were you expecting?
What were you
Isn't it
expecting?
obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You thought this would be the way out of
You
here.
really think it'd be that easy?
You really thought it'd be that
I
easy?
know. Still,
As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until at last she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
But don't we need a key for that?
No good.
No good. Well, neither Junpei or Lotus looked terribly happy.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Oh, right. Junpei dug the ship map from his pocket and spread it out in front of him. As he did,
Hey,
what's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away
let
from
me
him.
see that.
I mean, we could look at it together, right?
I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
Junpei did as he was told.
What did you figure out?
Santa and Junpei moved back over to look at the map as well.
This is handy.
It's a map.
See? We came in here. Now, if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
Oh, I see. It's like the top right or whatever. Trace your finger to the path on the map. There you
How
go.
about that?
There it
She's
is.
right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Satisfied she had been correct. Correct about what?
Thanks.
We were just looking at a map. Yeah, thanks for nothing. He took an inside the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
Wow.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here.
Key
right?
guard.
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Is it Scooby-Doo? Oh shit. What the there's so much shit in here. Seek a way out! Okay. A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, fish seafood dish F. Oh. This looks like a serving table. I would imagine food is put here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out for customers. But something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? Those look like 9 those 9 plates look pretty expensive. The plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Is that a fact? Well, excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. Thanks for the input. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? Yeah, that's it. That's the way to go with that. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. Oh, wow. There are a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. These plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant. I didn't say anything! Did I say something? There's a voucher at the end of the corner. The voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. And the plates on the table are 9, 16 meat. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And base 16. Idiot. That's the normal system of numbers. The base 10 equivalent for hexadecimal numbers to go up like this. And 10 is 16. 10 becomes 16 in base 10. That is the most confusing way that I have ever read that. I know it sounds strange if you can think of it as just 6 letters added onto the normal number system after okay, I think I get it. Nine is 9 even in hexadecimal and decimal. I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Yeah, maybe. Junpei, do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I do. All right, here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus F be in base 10? 24, right? That's right. Good job, you're a fast learner. I just want to read the fucking thing. Seeing it A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11 looks so wrong. Mike is so, I just happen to know hexadecimal. All right, well, if I click on this. Isn't it, this is the one? That is nuts. Wait, so. I don't have to, are these in the right plate order? I don't remember how many were on each. Maybe I do that later. Let's just keep going. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking from this pot would be really yummy. Why do you think that? Spending a day off with June drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. Yeah, but what about what's under it? Okay, apparently it's not fucking important. Maybe this table's for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Oh, cool. A sink. Still got water in it. There's a couple of plates here, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. Whetstone. Cool. A whetstone. What are you planning to do with that? Aw, shit, don't tell me you're gonna try and smash open the card reader. Are you an idiot? If you do that, then we'll never get out of here. Yeah, what kind of fucking plan is that, dude? This whetstone's only useful if we're gonna need to sharpen something. Yeah, a whetstone. A trash can, there's nothing inside of it. We better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, nothing's in here. Digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell does that mean? I knew you'd just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my, I don't recall asking you to do anything. Oh, I ought to throttle you. Squeeze me? Ugh. Does it feel colder in here? A countertop. There's a rolling pin and colander. What's a colander? Okay. Looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't. I already checked. It's sealed shut. I think that's where the coal goes. Sounds fishy. I want to try to open it anyway. I wonder what in this. See the metal grate on top of the grill? They make it so that the fat and juice drip off the meat while it cooks. Yeah, well, I want to open it. Can I touch it? All right, it's going. Do you think it's all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kind of hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. Okay, well. Wow, what a nice dish rack. I'd love to have that in my kitchen. Why don't you take it back with you? Are you offering to carry it for me? Sure. Why don't you ask 7? You're kidding. You don't honestly think I'd let a beast like that into my home, do you? Wow. Yeah, sorry I asked. How stupid of me. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Okay, so I'm looking for a number password. Oh, wait a minute. We had the plates or whatever, right? Although, I wonder if we have to just take the plate order and convert it to base 10 decimal. I guess we could just use some of those as weapons. Use some of those as weapons? Have we encountered any kind of problem? What did they say about Lotus's heavy assets? I don't even remember. Why so serious? Okay, well. There's some bottles of seasoning in here. Wow. What about this light? It's a card reader. Maybe we use the whetstone. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do 9. Okay, hang on. I gotta. Let me do a notepad actually for this. We got 9 plates. Wait, but it's just gonna be like. I don't know. Hang on. All right, let's just take a count. 9 plates. 10 soup plates. What is it? 9. I think it's just to tell us about. Why would they give us the hex number? 10. What were the other ones? Appetizer. Right? Okay, then we got soup 10. 10 is A in hexadecimal. Oh, right, of course. A. Maybe we should just have it filtered for, and then we'll have 9, and then A. Okay, cool. Let's keep track of it. There are 15 of these. Okay, what is it? Seafood, right? We got 15, and that's gonna be F. It says F on the voucher. F in chat, that's what I'm saying. Oh shit. Oh, I can just click with my mouse. Fucking smart. Okay, there's 16 plates. 16 is written as 10 in hexadecimal. That's nuts. Okay, and then what is it? Meat plates. And we have 16 of those. And then that's 10. Yeah, I think anytime I've actually seen hexadecimal get implemented, it goes from 0 to F, and F is 16. Oh, wait, there's another room. There's a shelf with a white cloth on it. Well, take the fucking white cloth off. There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. Probably a pantry. You're not gonna look at it? Nothing important here? Yeah, how about that? It's a knife!
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Good thing I've got a whetstone.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
I know what futile means.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Wow. She wasn't making much sense. Junpei tried rephrasing his
Why
question.
were you thinking about futility?
At last, she
Well,
answered.
it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yep.
Yep.
Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Oh, here we fucking go. Let's go. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. What is it?
What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published.
It's called The Titanic.
It was called Futility. It was
Fucking
written by an American
wow.
novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself, and the cause and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But this book was written 14 years before the
Is that
Titanic
motherfucker a
sank.
looper?
But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead, both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
Oh.
Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but
It doesn't seem, I mean, if she's just telling me
I'm pretty
everything
sure it wasn't
honestly.
too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
I know, fucking idiot.
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers?
What if he was a
To
time
be
traveler?
more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
I mean,
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
why would you think that that's what automatic writing means?
Yes,
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
but Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him?
Ghost
so he
from
could
the
write that stuff?
future. Woo.
That's not it.
Oh.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?
Weed.
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on
Weed,
the
bro.
Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
He decided it's probably best to say nothing. No, it's not. Let's fucking keep going, dog. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If we tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad.
Well,
Ahahaha. Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
No, talk about it now.
Huh? But
Her voice trailed off and she glanced at the floor,
Come on,
troubled.
let's get back to it.
Dang. Is this how do I change that? I feel like this is how you get the bad ending. Junpei gently, awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. On that note, stab. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. Now I'll have a sharp, rusty knife. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Yo, where are you at? Let's talk about the Titanic again. Jeez. A number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese. It's the most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it won't go bad. Really? So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. I can't believe the Titanic movie never talked about this shit. Yeah, this is what they should have talked about. You're right. Why don't we move some of this cheese? All right, guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. Oh shit! It's a green bottle. Bottle of oil. Bottle of oil? Oh look, cooking oil. You could probably use this to make something slippery. Let's combine it with the knife. Okay, no, it's not. There's cheese on the shelf, sweet. 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 All right, what's on this one? There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Yo, but what if I use the knife? All right. It's only a partition. There's nothing else worth noting here. All right, let's try this again, maybe. Let's use the oil. It's sealed and we can't get it open. It won't open. It's a grill. There's some coals down here. They're bright red. All right, is there anything else we should look at before I start trying to math this? Okay. Looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Oh, fuck. The keypad means it's locked. Crazy. There might be another door. Let me check on the map. Oh, like maybe one of these? That's the door we came through. Oh yeah, it's the one behind the other side. All that's out there is the iron gate. Yeah, but now I have a knife! This one, right? Oh. Folded, rusted, it won't budge. Of course, maybe I put some oil on it. Hey, just a little bit of oil and come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Okay, there, got it. Got you, you little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. Dude, good call on the door. Junpei walked in the room. A blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arm tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here. Did Sonata want the oil? No.
What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Santa's teeth had already began to chatter. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was even a worse situation.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold.
We don't all have to be there.
I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry.
Seconds?
But I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
No, I mean, you guys can both leave. Put a jacket on. As Lotus left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Why don't we leave the door open? You don't have to step in. Just like... Okay, stand up and cover it in front of her face as you talk. June and I already started to shiver.
Hey, you don't need to be in here.
Neither of you need to be in
just
here.
A little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But...
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth.
Huh?
Oh no. In unison, they spun around to find the door they had only recently come through was closed. Santa. Junpei rushed to the door.
Why did it suddenly close?
Oh no, he grabbed hold of the doorknob.
Ah!
Ow! It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching was painful.
The knob's frozen.
The knob's frozen.
But why?
But why? Santa's eyes looked up. Dude, the oil. They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured.
Looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
I wanted him to say, the pipe ruptured. Water released by the rupture hit the door and froze instantly. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pushed against the door.
Hey!
Knock, knock,
Lotus, you're out there, right?
She wasted no time in
What do you
responding.
want? What's going on?
The door won't open. Try
door
opening it
won't
from that
open.
side, please.
Oh, fine. If you say
How
so.
did the door
Hold on.
close? Soon, they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. Then the grunting ceased, and they could hear light panting from it as if from exertion.
It's no use. It won't budge.
It's like the door's frozen on the other
You've got more
side.
people in there. You figure it out.
Dies.
Oh,
God damn it.
Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. Do they shake? June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Don't worry, I can do that for you. Eventually, Junpei, with the heaviest clothes out of all of them, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
two heads are better than none.
Dies.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room.
Right.
Right. Okay, cool. Wow. Wow. Dry ice. All right, let's combine it with the knife. Can't you make stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode. Yeah. Didn't you do that in school? No. You should never, and yes, underestimate the power of explosion. Okay, how about we combine it with a knife? Okay, no. With the sleeves, so avoid burning himself.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I
You
wonder
did?
how warm it has to get for it to...
Hell if I know. How's...
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of...
They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh.
Oh, how do you know that?
Just
Despite my looks, I'm the clean... Oh, the queen of random knowledge.
I'm the clean of random
It's
knowledge.
bad to mess up when you're showing off.
Oh,
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going?
yeah, that's fight.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
We're about to die. Isn't that so funny?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
No.
I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Oh, here we go. Fucking science lesson. He wanted out of the freezer. Now. His patience was wearing
How the
thin.
hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us get out? We don't have time for this crap.
Oh, I fucked up. I'm
But
sorry.
it can turn into a liquid.
Uh,
Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
This isn't really a good time for a chat
no,
about
this
science.
is a great time. Fuck, God,
But
I'm
I
a
was
bitch.
wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar.
Are
No,
they?
they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to
Wow,
death.
fucking
You good
genius
with
over
that?
here.
You want to die talking about sublimation and gases? 'Cause
Yes.
I sure as hell don't.
Well, we don't all have to stand around and talk. They
Now
can
let's get
talk.
back to
I'm the
work.
only one that's really doing this anyway.
Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures.
Okay.
Oh, but there's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees? You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Okay, water that freezes at 96 degrees. What's the product of that or whatever? 6, right? 15, 6? Does that matter? Okay, well, maybe it won't. Okay. Ice that won't melt. Okay, that's interesting. Now that was the difficult. Why is that the difficult one to ignore?
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9 is my
Ice 9?
Ice 9.
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author.
Oh shit, 6.
But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Ice 9 is my dream theater cover band.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup.
She wasn't finished.
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150
No,
years
I
after
really
the
haven't.
discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on
Yo,
its way to England by
1920,
ship
12,
was
1
discovered
plus
to
2
have
is 3. What does it
crystallized during the
mean?
trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seed. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize,
Oh,
even
yo.
the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
Everything about this screen is incredible. Like, everything about it.
And it didn't end
It's so
there.
great.
After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like, how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating
Like with
in
this
some way
invisible
that we
field,
can't
bro.
sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Wow. I was honestly impressed. It was, in fact, a pretty interesting
Wow,
story.
That's pretty interesting. But what does that have to do with Ice 9?
It was Santa, not June, who answered.
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96, man.
It'd be the end of the world.
Jimmy felt Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with proper concern.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
Okay, he was right.
All right,
They should have
guys,
stopped
I think
talking
that's
while I
enough of
was
that.
fucking looking.
I didn't think we'd get quite this far off top. I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around. So seriously.
Yeah,
might
if
go
I
by the name
ever make a
Santa right
visual
now,
novel,
but
I just want
didn't
to
grow up
pack
in
it with as
Iceland.
much information as possible for just no reason.
I freaking hate the cold.
And then for it to just come back as like a really, really
So
obscure
let's
thing
get
that you need to
cracking,
remember
all right?
at the end of
We
the
gotta
visual
find a way
novel.
out of here.
Let's get cracking. Wait, we stopped off to where? We're in like a
Selfish,
closet.
isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it.
Resume to search of the room. Okay, sorry. Okay, all right. What else is in here? Frozen chicken. Got it. Oh my god. I did not realize that that's what I did. If I made a visual novel, it would be packed with Fast and the Furious facts. There you go. Can't you make the stuff explode if you seal it in something that's airtight? Like a knife? Okay, never mind. Okay, apparently none of the rest of this is important. There's a basket. There's some frozen meat up there. Looks like pork. What's this? It looks like a tag or something. Chunk of pork. There's a slip of paper on the meat. I think there's something written on here, but I can't read it like this. If we try and pull it out, it'll probably rip. You need to defrost that. Don't think we'll be doing that in this room. Unless we combine it with a knife or the dry ice. Okay, well. Everything's frozen in here. Doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. What's in here? This is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. Yo, what if you used a knife? A cover. A cover. A cover. Okay, well. Oh, that's right, there's the floor. Oh, sweet. Rope. It's a rope. You need to attach something else, I suppose. Like a knife. Like a dry ice. Like the meat. Okay. There's so much stuff in here. Why don't we take some of it out, Jumpy? A storage area built into like a small cellar. There's a couple bottles in here. Storage like this. Okay, well, wait, are we not gonna take it out? Water bottle. Oh, shit. And then we combine it with the meat, with the rope, with the knife, with the dry ice. Right? Okay, and then we combine that with the rope. And then we combine that with the knife. Okay. There isn't anything else that looks useful. Wow, fuck everything else in that thing. And we just put it right here. Water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe burst, it hit the doorknob, it froze in place. Water actually seems almost warm. Oh, we can defrost the meat. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to. Yeah, I want the paper to be like, don't use a pipe bomb on the thing. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near
Put
the door.
water into the bottle with dry ice and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the
Makeshift
doorknob.
bomb.
All right. So, what do we...
We just need to give it a little. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off.
A small rock.
Jim looked down on the floor. Side across a piece of ice left over from the large chunk that
All
cracked
right,
earlier.
this ought to do the trick.
He put his hand in his sleeve to cover him from getting burned and he grabbed a chunk of dry ice.
Ah, some dry ice, huh?
It's a pretty good size. About as big as a pool ball.
All right, guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
In the ground.
Where exactly?
There isn't really anywhere big.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Hold open the door of the small cellar.
Come on, get
Then we'll
inside,
never get
quick.
it open. In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide through his sleeve. He's been holding it the whole time? Why didn't he like... Okay, whatever. He tightened his grip and then prepared to throw.
All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
You're counting the wrong way. Oops. Idiot.
That
Idiot.
is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time.
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
All right.
Who needs to be ready?
3, 2,
4,
1.
3. We should told her to like get away from the door. What if it like burst the other way? Oh, dude, Nate, in Yakuza 0, there's a driving sequence where you shoot at people with a gun. It's fucking insane. I don't know why I just thought of that. You know Lotus is asleep. Oh, you guys made it out alive. Fantastic.
Jumpy!
Get
the ice
out!
on the door. Is it gone?
Yeah!
The blast must have shattered.
Yes! All right, let's see if it opens.
It didn't shatter anything else? Look away, and all three of them tumbled out of their freezer at once. We're out. June and Lee clashed on the floor.
Move!
Move? Straight to the grill, which he immediately grabbed.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot.
Of course it's hot.
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen?
What did you think would happen?
Where's the load?
She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest. Oh my god.
I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
With a great yawn, lowered herself off the counter. Junpei clutched his teeth and walked towards her.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I was so
I'm
worried.
telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door, but I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Yes. It was true. There wasn't much she could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his
Fine.
teeth.
But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
Wait, what? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pointed a finger.
If she had really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't.
Yeah, idiot.
Well, she didn't do any. She's only lazy, or negligent at least. Not an attempted murderer.
Yeah, why are you gonna... Wow. Swallowed his anger and did his best to apologize.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, well, that's all right. As long as you understand.
Holmes looked away and twirled her hair between her fingertips. His vengeance against the grill complete, Santa swaggered back towards Junpei and Lotus.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over, especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to
Whoa.
death.
How rude. I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching?
Wow.
Let's go.
What a dick. Okay. Well, clearly we need to just, like, go back in there, right? Guess we'll put the meat in the grill. What are you doing? What do you need to do with that paper burns? I mean, it's not like we're gonna burn it right away. Just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. You know, I don't think I had a way to get this off. Sweet averted care. I know what I am. Ouch. See? I told you. What the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So are we going to have to cut the meat? Yeah, it looks that way. Good thing I've got a knife. Cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut the paper out. Oh, okay. It's C plus 10 plus F. Do you think it's some kind of code? Damn it, they're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stands for? You think maybe it means corporate finance. Fucking idiot. I thought it was clever and funny. Okay. All right. So C plus 10 plus F. Nope, I don't care about that. We're gonna... oh wait, we need the calculator or whatever, don't we? C plus 10. So C plus 10 plus F is, let's see, C plus 10, C plus 10 plus F. So we got C is, 10, 11, 12 plus 10 plus 15. So we got, let's do a couple things. Let's do all the numbers together, which is 37, or we'll do the dot prime or whatever, which is just 1. It can't be 1, can it? Let's try 37 first. Dot prime, is that what it is? What did I say? What is it? I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E stands for enter and C is for clear. So if I screw up, just press C, right? Super gas prime. All right. Maybe it's all the numbers together. What are they? 12, 10, 15. Oh. Digital root. That's it. There you go. So we got 37. Maybe we add it with the other numbers. So the other numbers are... Why would it give us like... Maybe, okay, hang on. Let's just add the other numbers. So 37. And then we'll just put like a 1 next to it. So we got 9. Did we ever add these numbers up? I don't think we did. So we got 9 plus 10 is 19. Hang on, I'm gonna do this wrong, so let's just grab a calculator. 9 plus 10 plus 15 plus 16. Oh. Actually, no, so the first thing I did wrong, because in this notation, 10 actually means 16. So this first thing might not even be right, so it's... hang on. So 12 oh, hang on. 12 plus 16 plus 15 is 43. Nope, 43. And then that's also a digital root of 7, right? Hang on. Did I do that right? 12 plus 16 plus 15. I just super fucked that 12. You cannot talk while I'm doing math over here. You're gonna make me second guess myself, okay? I'll just like do it in the calculator, okay? It's fine. Oh my god. Who needs number pads, by the way? Just saying. Okay, and then this is 50. Although, I guess I don't know why I need this. Math stream. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's try 43 in here. Got it, done. I just did the math wrong first. Yeah, so, like I said, whenever I've seen base 16, I haven't seen it with two numerals at the same time, so. That's weird. Like 10 with base 16 is just so fucked. I feel like you're not supposed to combine it, because then you're not going to get to like... What happens when you get to like 19? Right? Master Root Prime. Yeah, then we have Optimus Prime of 7 or whatever. Oh, it's open, right? Oh, sweet. The door opened. Good job, Jumpy. Saturn keycard. It looks like a lowercase h. That's a symbol for Saturn. Fucking idiot. Isn't there a mark like this in the card reader next to it? Oh yeah, I remember that. This means this card ain't gonna help us get out of this room then. I'm not sure. Why don't we try it? Wait, what's on the card? Oh, it's just a card. Fucking stupid. Doesn't seem that hall. The card got burned in there. I'm never gonna forgive Zero. This payment must be putting for stuff in the oven. Wow. Let's put the card on the whatever. Got it. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Let's do the card reader again. I just felt really good about doing that. Yes, let's go. What a creepy way to open the door. You found it! I only know what this game taught me. Yeah, like I said.
I think we've been here before.
It's on the other side. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
What do you think, we're in like a pocket dimension? Of course the map was
our
right.
next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't...
Now, this goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
All 4 of them looked at the map. They looked at the staircase. And its lazy curve leading down to the deeper into the ship.
Route D, then.
Why are you calling it,
D
like,
it
the curve
is.
lazy?
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set.
We're set. They dropped down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Oh, let me save right now, actually. Just in case, you know.
Let's check the
I
next
did so
deck
much
just to be
gameplay right
sure.
there.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a
At
great
least the
mirror.
water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
Audio settings might be on the title screen. Oh,
May
okay.
as well head back to C deck.
Yeah, I'll check that during
What else is here?
when we take a break over soon.
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs, just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look, it's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it.
Ah!
That seems like... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
Let's take hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he heard a low growl coming from her
What
throat.
was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
Wow, bro. It's the lady symbol with horns. With an uncomfortable smile, June spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol.
Yeah, fucking
The
idiot.
horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes, herpes, whatever. If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
What?
And now the right hallway.
Quickly, they headed into it. Oh, cool. It was approximately this. Did we have a map? Oh, the map is only of that deck. The hallway led towards the stern, and at the end, a set of double
There are
doors.
doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
It isn't locked.
I'm gonna open it. Gun sound. Okay, Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
Oh, cool. He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
What the hell is this?
Just more doors.
This place is
Oh.
huge.
I guess there's a bunch of weird beds. More of a cavern than a room. How is it more of a cavern? Its vastness was oppressive and bore down on the 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
They were simple things, little more than pipe with thin mattresses.
Is this a hospital?
He had at last been able to put the name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room.
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there.
The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8.
8.
There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you?
I do.
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Yes. Jimmy headed towards the doors, weaving his way between the beds. He started with door 3 on the left and moved to the door until he reached door 8.
Oh, it's no use.
It's no
Well,
use.
of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the notary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Yeah,
Vacant.
you're right.
You're right.
But this one,
There's nothing on it.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
No, dude. Oh my god.
It's not responding.
Wasn't even ready to go in the door. Puts hand on door anyway. They soon discovered that it wasn't only the red door 8 that was strangely behaving.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
None of them
What
are
does it
working.
mean?
Dot, dot, dot. What does it mean? I love that map.
I
Yeah,
knew it.
vacant.
They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
Wow.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
They spun around to see
Snake!
Snake! But it was more than just Snake.
Ace! Clover! 7!
Ace, Clover, 7. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did not look rather surprised.
How did you guys...
Did look rather surprised.
How did you end up here?
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
And then we ended up in a freezer, and it was cold. And we made a bomb. It was sick. They talked about the rooms upstairs they had been through and how they ended up in the same place. And then there's this picture of a dog that could also be like a man in a boat. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of a smile. Although almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. Remember this shot? No, thought Junpei. Perhaps it wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were still what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or harmful way. No, the 9th man had died, but they were still alive. And that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. But still alive. He felt sorry for the 9th man. But more than anything, Junpei was happy to be alive. Yeah, even though he practically took us hostage and pretty much just killed himself.
There you have it. Our half
Tell
of
them
the
about the
story.
Titanic. Oh yeah, it looked like Funny Papa. That's Funny Papa.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't
I
we
think
check
Ice
those 3
Nine
reds
Kills
here, just in
is a
case.
band, right? Now that I'm thinking about it,
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Just the flash drive.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Oh my
Well,
god, you're
what
right.
about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
I wonder what they all mean. For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in
While
thought.
we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
All the people, it was Seven who answered with a calm confidence.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The gigantic?
The gigantic? Dude, I look confused.
What is this gigantic?
Seven knit his brows for a moment and
The
began to explain.
Gigantic.
The gigantic.
She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her.
Lord Gourdane.
Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gourdane bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
No way.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
That's a good reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Yeah, wait a minute. He felt legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange.
Yeah?
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next
Wait,
question.
was I the only one that didn't know?
Everyone nodded.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
What? Three.
Oh, a bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Jimmy counted it each time carefully.
10, 11, 12. Huh, 12.
12 rings. Ah.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms.
Oh, these subtitles are not matching up. Seven scratches head awkwardly.
Maybe?
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving fore to aft.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah. Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
Good thing there's not a killer
Hope
on
we can
board.
find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
Let's split up, gang. The details decided they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard a bell ring. Oh. Okay. I need to save.